Jack Nicklaus once said, "I always practice as I attend to play." Now I have so many golfers say to me, "I'm awesome on the range, but I can't take my game onto the golf course." Now rather than there being some psychological reason that's causing you to fail, it's probably because you're not practicing properly. When we're on the range and we're hitting shot after shot, there's no pressure, we can hit a bad shot and we don't care, and psychologically this isn't like playing a competition at all. Actually, if you think about it, golf is one of the few sports we actually don't practice on our playing field. For example, when I was playing table tennis or tennis, I was practicing all the time on the court or on the table, and that's where I'd play my competition. Whereas in golf, we're practicing on the driving range, on the practice area, on the short game area, and we're playing the competition on the golf course. You must make your practice experience as similar as you can to your playing experience. To take your range game onto the course, here's my 3 things that you must do whilst you practice. The first thing that you must do is you have to pick a specific target. Try and recreate the fairway, see where the rough is, see where the fairway is. Pick a specific target, whether it's a yardage board or a flag on the driving range. Don't just hit out into the open because this isn't recreating the same experience. So for example, if I'm practicing in here, I'm going to be chipping to a T-peg and that's going to be my specific target. The second thing you must do when you practice is go through your full routine. When you're on the golf course, what do? Do you check the wind, pull the club out your bag? How do you walk into your golf shot? What do? It's really important that you bring this into your practice experience and then hit your shot. If the shot doesn't come off quite as you'd have hoped, then you need to accept it and move on. Don't start standing there and try and mess around with your swing, mess around with mechanics, because would you do this on the golf course? If you do want to make some swing changes, then you have to set yourself practice time for this and make the mechanical changes. Because I don't think that you'd be making the mechanical change when you're out halfway around on the golf course. The third and final thing you should do when you practice is, can you recreate that pressure situation? Now there's many ways you can do this, but just for an example, you can imagine that you're walking down the 18th fairway with a 9-iron in your hand. You need to pick a target and you've got to hit that green. This recreates that pressure situation, so when you actually come to it, when you're on the golf course in the competition, you feel like you've practiced this and you're prepared. Okay, so follow these 3 simple rules. I know we can't practice much at the minute, but if you are able to practice something, whether it's chipping or putting or a few swings outside, just try and start to practice this routine. Go through these 3 things and see how it feels. Thank you so much for watching this lockdown lesson. And just to leave you on a quote, Bob Rotella once said, "Practice as you play as you practice."